Namaskaram. To have a recap of what we said in the last 5 episodes, all of us would like to be happy all the time. And in order to achieve this, we keep on doing a lot of actions throughout the day, throughout the year. And these actions bring about a lot of results. The action is not a problem, the result is not a problem, but the reaction which we show to each result is the problem that affects us. That can be warded off only if we take the results as Easwara Prasada, that is, as a prasadam from the Lord. So that leads us to the question, who is Easwara? All that here is Easwara. It can either be in Saguna form or Nirguna form, with a form or without a form. Everything here is Easwara. There is nothing other than Easwara. So if that is the case, how do we develop this Easwara Arpana Buddhi? By prayer. Prayer is of different types, but on a majority it is classified as under 3 types: Kayikam, Vachikam, Manasam. That which is being done with the hands, our limbs, like puja, abhisheka, all those things come under Kayikam. That which comes through the mouth, chanting, bhajans, nama sankirtanam, all these things come under Vachikam. And then Manasam is the mental prayer with our mind. That is also called as Dhyanam or meditation. We discussed in overall what is meditation, but we didn't go into the different types of meditation because meditation is not ready-made, it is tailor-made. It depends upon each individual, their concentration, their mode of approach, their mental calmness, etc. But during meditation, we pray, and that prayer is with a Easwara Arpana Buddhi. And there are different types of prayer, of which we said the universal prayer is we pray to the Lord, O Lord, please give me the serenity and maturity to accept what I cannot change. Give me the wisdom and willpower to change what I can, and give me the courage and wisdom to accept the difference between what I can change and what I cannot change. Because most of us try to change what cannot be changed, and then we don't change what can be changed. So, O Lord, give me the wisdom to know the difference, which is very, very important. All these things are because we internalize all the problems. We own up everything. There are mountains, there are rivers which don't bother us. But there are some people who bother us, because in our perception, what they are doing is not okay, not correct. In their perception, it may be okay. And then we go and try to change them. All these things cause mental agitation, and we are not what we are. We are Ananda Purusha. We are always happy. But these things disturb us. But it is easier told than done. It requires practice. Because Lord Krishna repeatedly says, you practice, you will get it. There is nothing which cannot be achieved. All that is required is a concentration and a dedication to the goal for which we are approaching. So that leads us to the question, what is devotion? We are all devotees in this world, but devoted to either circumstances or devoted to people or situations. Everybody is a devotee. I am a devotee, you are a devotee father, devotee son, devotee brother, devotee sister, devotee husband, devotee wife. But the devotion which we are talking about is devotion to that Easwara, the Lord. Because all other devotions, all other devoted people expect something in this world. There's nothing which is done without a return in this world. At least I expect you to listen. You expect me to talk. So there is always a give and take. But here is somebody in the form of the Lord, in the form of universe, in the form of Dharma, in the form of Easwara, that there is no expectation. All that is required is your love, dedication and devotion, and surrender your ego. All that I can do, as I told in the first episode, with all my effort, with all my extra effort, I keep on doing things to the best of my possibility. Oh Lord, please do the rest. So that is called a 100% devotion. He doesn't expect anything. He expects us to surrender that I did it, that kartrutvam, that I am the owner, I am this thing. We are all trustees in this world, trustees of our house, trustees of the family. So once it is over, it is over. But we think that we are the owners. Of course, for practical purposes, I cannot say I don't own, I do own, but with a what is called as detached attachment. So this Lord very clearly tells us in Gita that for a devotee or a bhakta, all that I require is his surrender. As far as possible, if he surrenders himself, it is fine. But suppose I am not able to surrender myself, surrender at least do the actions and surrender the results at the lotus feet of the Lord. If that is also not possible, at least think of the Lord in all our actions. He says, one who is unperturbed, undisturbed, neither he disturbs others nor he is getting disturbed. For him, elation or a depression is all one and the same. Again, I am telling you, this is easier told than practiced, but we have to practice. And people have achieved by constant practice. Lord Krishna himself assures there is nothing like practice, constant practice. So he says, I don't expect anything from you except this. One who is not affected by the situation, we don't get elated or depressed about activities around us. We keep on doing our action with a calm, composed mind. There will be situations where we have to act in a different way, but that also we have to think several times before we get into emotional immaturity. That is why we always call that a person grows not by age but by emotional maturity. A donkey also grows, a human being also grows. A donkey also reaches a reproductive age, a human being also reaches a reproductive age. It also produces younger ones, he also produces the younger ones. But the problem is, donkey does not know that who is standing behind, it will kick. But we know that if we kick somebody, what will be the effect? If I hurt somebody, what is the effect? If I beat somebody, what is the effect? I know very well. So this sort of, and he keeps on saying that I don't expect anything. If you do elaborately puja, fine. That's also fine for me. But for me, one with all devotion, sincerity, gives me a single flower, a single leaf, or a drop of one drop of water, or a flower. If it is done with devotion and sincerity, that devotee is very dear to me. More we will see in subsequent episodes. Thank you. Namaskaram.
I hope you enjoyed watching this video and wait for the next episode. Until then, please like, share and subscribe to Haya's Production House. Nandri, Vanakkam.